my name is Jessica Holyfield, and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are taking a look at Astro's When the Wind Blows. This is a Patreon request. Shout out to Lonnie for the request. This is just going to be a live performance. I don't believe there's a music video or a dance practice for it, but we're going to enjoy it nonetheless. Let's go ahead and get into it. I do believe there is a member missing. I think it's Moonbin. I think he was on hiatus at the time. I like his pants. I used to own a pair. We love a good neutral. Nice. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. There's a little hairbrush. He's low-key, it looks like this is just a very fascinating fabric that he's wearing, right? Doesn't it kind of give like a cropped poncho vibe? I mean, hey, live your life. We're here for it. Nice. Ooh, that little shimmy to the drop of the level was nice. Great fullness. So they end up shampooing it, and then they wave out of it. Nice. Yeah. Ooh! With a little extra crossover. That was really pretty and elegant. Always go with the little kicks to transition. Wow. Wow. Very fun. Wow. Okay, from the top here. So starting from the beginning, there's a nice little bleed over with the sternum from everybody to really make it feel like we're melting lower towards our first feature, which appears to be my guy that's furthest on the ground because he's the only one that's kind of deviating from this push and pull energy by extending the leg as well as adding something a little extra to that chest as well. But we're going to double check that. So they're all facing, you know, bum, 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 starting from our lowest level, traveling it up on their timing, and then they're going, he's pushing that leg out to create some sense of opposition to what's happening in the lengthen with everyone's backs. And then we go up and back down. I think that's Unwoo. He does a pretty good job of not going and overshooting it, and he's maintaining his spacing pretty well with the rest of the members. Yes, we're connected with our arms, but it doesn't mean that our body may not be, you know, influenced by these types of choices when it comes to like your spacing, kind of creating a little too much space between your members. So that's cool. He's the only one. He used the piano. He lets his head kind of mesh with it. Really nice. And he goes, he takes it up, and then he accents it with the elbow to recognize that piano note. Very nice. Everybody comes up, and they all have a nice little stoic kind of posture about how they're holding themselves. He comes up, extending the hand. There's a nice little extra wind. Feels like a rush of wind, which makes sense because of when the wind blows. There's a lot of that kind of forceful sound that comes in, and so there's going to be a lot more breath behind the movement, fullness for sure. Really nice. The runs here, and they all turn different directions. I'm assuming my back row turns the same way, my front row turns a slightly different way, or just turns the opposite. So that's nice, creating a natural sense of opposition, and then having your feature already finished. Great spacing from everybody, honestly, and then having one of your guys in the front match the same direction. I'm assuming this would be where Moonbin would be, if just based on how the formation's structured. We come up, love that, ding, 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 really nice on the build-ups here. The isolations are nice. They cross, and then we take the arm, we bring it to ourselves. Then we use that same arm we just wound up with, and then we use it to help promote a rotation around, which is nice. There's our subtle walks. I love just the subtlety of tempo walks. I've said this many times with Astro. It's just, it never gets old, you know, and I always find joy in being able to appreciate a good old tempo walk. And I like he takes his hand. I'm going to assume that his hand is subtly controlling what's going on with everybody else, just based on context of other dance practices I have seen at this point. And side note, I also really like his pants. And if I'm going to take a guess, are we guessing today? I think, is that Rocky? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to just slowly uncover them because I'm going to keep reacting to Astro, which is that's just how it's turning out to be. I don't mind it. So I'll try to uncover more members over time, but I really like his pants too. They go, they take it, they rotate over to the side, and then they're going to do a lot of like quarter pivot. So like quarter turn pivots, not a full pivot around. So I like that. It's subtle, effective. We're here for it. He's twinkling and making it a fun, subtle feature, similar to a lot of these piano notes. We already had a natural focus of hands, so if we see them be intentional with them, feels like we're kind of collaborating collectively to where we're promoting this type of intimacy with our fingers, which is what I like. That's cool. It's just a nice little performance-ism that we see, because even here where they're looking, their corner, yes, my neck is like super sore, so I don't know how far I can have it go over today, but I like all of these switch ups happening with the hands, and because they're kind of making it more diagonal, it's making it easier for us to want to look at the hand too, which is cool. And we take it, nice accent once again, similar to what we saw in the very beginning, but it feels like there's more oomph to it because we have more people doing it and they're standing, so they have more of a balance and they can travel with it more. He goes and presents his hand up, and my other two very cleanly be able to trace their hand up to the chest and expand the other hand out nice and firm and clear. So this is, to me, I really love it whenever you have a little baby small group like this, where you have one person do something subtle, I've mentioned this before, and the others really showcase a really high degree of cleanliness, so when he deviates subtly, it's still very clear and readable. And that's why cleanliness and synchronicity can work in your favor when you have subtle feature moments, like with Astro. It's cool. And they rotate it around, da-da-da, nice little sound, and they rotate that head around, and my feature naturally wants to walk that direction too, so I love that subtlety. And then watching him, what's funny is that sometimes it's hard for me to take him seriously in some of his choices. I think that's just a personal note for me. I don't know why. It's just, I just find it, maybe it's because I saw him first as an actor, and then seeing him here, it kind of feels like he's acting. Maybe he is, though, because it's, you know, you act through concepts. You know, I don't really assume that all concepts groups do are going to be this genuine thing. I would assume the emotion they're trying to pull from is genuine, but the actual character they're playing is not like a real-ish character, right? So I don't know. I just find it funny. But anyway, he comes and promotes forward. Really nice choice. He goes and he accents, and I like that we have, you know, contrast contrast of, you have 3 on one side, 2 on the other side, framing towards the inside. You have your feature really nice and clearly shown. Subtlety, nice. We have some people pulling their hair back, you know, life's hard. When the wind blows, fixing our hair. I like this choice of the accent that he chooses to go with. Boom, really nice and clear in the interruption from side to side. And then he pulls it, da 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 da. Really nice choice. They take it, little pas de bourrée to reset out to a nice formation here, which is two diagonals with your feature in the middle. Very nice. So they go, it looks like they're going from outside to inside, so they're mirroring each other. Boom, boom. Taking the head, letting the head kind of create our momentum, and then using our arm to make it feel a little bit more full. Taking that same arm, taking it up, and then we have a really nice quick head rotation, which is cool. We hit it, boom. We take that arm up nice and tall, drop it down once more, and it goes ding, ding, building up the energy. There's more density in content, which makes it feel more fast-paced because there's more to look at compared to a lot of the control, not tension, like Playboy tension. Not at all. I don't really get that from this, but it has this tension, this breath about it. Wind has, you know, it's breath and air and all of that. So when you're talking about wind, you're going to be thinking about those things. So breath texture is what's going to really carry a little bit more of a priority in these types of concepts if you want your choreography to have musicality or concept justification. I think that's my point. I like this point, boom, 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 boom. And because we don't really quite have like a breathy sound here, it's very full, very firm. And so having everybody create more fullness and firmness in their movement really helps with that. And they go, ba, 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 and they take it and they grab it and then they drop. Really nice. Da-na-na. And they go right here into the chorus, and I like the subtlety. It's not really an anti-drop, but I would call it a choreographic anti-drop where you have this tension build right here. Very nice. And it goes bump, bump. That was so clean. That whole difference right there, that was really nice. And there's subtle controlling points that are happening throughout this as well, meaning like whenever he throws, others respond to it, which is nice. So he threw, energy is transferred over to stage left. He has now walked away. Da-na-na-na-na. And he's pulling. He's like, oh, come back. And he pulls the collar. Oh, that's so funny. It feels so placed, doesn't it? Now this, it does look like, and I noticed it twice, that one of my guys, he bleeds this, meaning that he kind of fills up his music a smidgen longer than those around him. And that happened both times, where they take the arm, they thread the head through. So watch. Yeah, so he starts back, and everybody else already has their hands forward. I've seen it twice already. Like, I've already seen it in the other course as well. So they go through, and then they use it and create this thread into a trace wave. That's really nice. And then from there, they take it into just an elbow-to-elbow connected wave. Really nice. And they take it and then pulse it, and then we take those arms, bring it up through, and we point it through. And then we kind of, instead of creating it going from back to front, it's going front to back, and then we're slamming the energy down, boom, with the knee, using the torso to help make it feel more full in that level. Then we take it, da 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 da. Now my guy right here in the black, he does, I have pointed him out before, I think in other choreographies, but he really stands out in a great way for this one in the execution of some of these full choices. It's very nice. Have that hand right there on the chest, komawo, I'm assuming thank you, right? But very intimate. And then they go, they take it around, really like that. And then you have one of them walk forward, which is nice. They come up, so they go all the way down with the hinge of the hips, and then they create, using the sternum to create some tension in the body roll. And then what's nice with Eunwoo, Cha Eunwoo, that he takes his hand and pushes it over, and that causes the little snap to happen, boom. And they use their chest to move over to the other side, which is really nice. They take the head, boom, and then they bleed it through, using the shoulder to drop down a little bit more. Very fun. And of course, we can't really see anything besides him messing with his hair. Nice. And now mine, if I did that, it would not be looking cute. It'd be looking like a what is it, string cheese? If I was all sweaty, bless it. Like this part. Yeah, just a simple walk. So it does feel like we were doing a box step where it's across to the back, and then we use just the direction to walk collectively over to stage left. Then we do a little pivot to move to the other side. Very easy way, not easy, but simple way is what I would call that, because simple's not easy. Simple way to get a new feature to, you know, he's still going the line, of course, everybody else turns. Really nice way to do a breakaway with the feature. Kanchana, he says, are you okay? Ooh, sometimes it's just nice for us to get a little check-in, you know, and I would want to extend the same courtesy to them. Are you okay? Anyway, but they dropped the level. Boom, subtlety here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Nice, filling the syllables. Super cool. Hitting it through. Dee-dee-dee. Little twinkle twinkle happening there. They go boom, boom, boom. Really nice. I just really like the crispness of my guy in the all neutrals. Super cool. I mean, they're all in neutrals, but he's in like that tan, earthy neutrals. Everybody else had some cream. Well, not just cream, but like white in their fits. The pulls are cool. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Really nice, the pulls on that, and then we push it back. We go da-da-da-da. I like where he takes the head. Subtle little, not snaking, but he just kind of rotates it nice and smooth and allows the head or the hand to connect to it. Very similar to other instances that we've kind of seen this hand to head connection. Different dynamics though, but it's still communal and there's some sense of connection there. Cool. The rotate, bum, 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 bum. Nice on the quickness, the build-up is super fun. Click, click, dee-dee-dee. I kind of feel like we were doing a subtle vibration there. At least my guy right here, the fringe is telling me that. Cool, I love it. My diaphragm is so sore right now. Oh, that hurt to do. Ooh. Da, 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 da. So they rotate the hand and bring it up. Da, na, 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 na. Here we go. There's your subtlety once again. Take it up, boom, and then letting the ribs and the chest infiltrate or influence what this angle looks like. So it's not just an arm and a head. It's you gotta let the torso involve itself to make it look more full in your transition, which is exactly what we see here. And there's your little breath of the arm. Nice. And then another person on side to side. So what I'm noticing here more than most choreographies with Astro is the usage of the breakaway feature where they're going and they're kind of on the side, they walk forward, they influence the formation, and then they're in the center. So it's not, this is honestly kind of one of the more repetitive formation structures that I'm used to seeing with Astro. Normally there's like way more creative ways of showcasing their features. Well, creative, I wouldn't really say that. I would say there's more density of creative formations. This one, it's like they're all really nice and they're very tasteful, but it's because I'm able to see some repeats here. It doesn't feel like we're exploring different avenues of being creative with how we're featuring our members, but that can be a multitude of factors. It can be the fact that we don't have a music video and dance practice for it, so this is not considered a top priority choreography compared to other things like their title tracks. Also, you have a member on hiatus as well, and so they're doing things to where they have to factor in a missing member at all times, but also make it look legible when it's just the 5 of them during promotions. I feel like there's so many different factors that can go into this, so it's not really, I don't see it as an issue really ever for these types of instances. He pulls his collar too. This part, that was a little bit cleaner from my Rocky Today guy. It was smoother on the connection. And so your trace wave, we wave through. I think some of our waves disconnected ever so slightly between the tips of the fingers on that transition. But hey, it's a one take equivalence performance. We're here for it. It's fine. Then we go the other way. I like the traveling over, and then we kind of modified it over, going over to the left side. So threading it through once again, and we drop the accent through. Boom, very quick. Hit, and then we have to pick it up immediately. So there's a lot of core that is needing to be used for a lot of these accents to coming up. So that's really cool. Then you have your your performer feature coming in, and he sets up with a nice little trio. There's your little knocking to the floor. Coming up, boom, boom, they double it, so they do a chest bop, boom, boom, ooh, that hurts, and then we rotate it up to the sky, cheesy and na-na, and then just a nice, subtle walk with emotion. We're here for it. Comes up, throws our emotion in the sky to reminisce about it, you know, gives off that energy. There we go. We're doing a nice little rock and bounce. We're here for it. Yeah, boom, and a hit, and a boom, and a hit. So we're here. I like the up bounce on that. Cool. Yeah, so we're in the diagonal. We have 3 of them. Peeling, we're extending the arm over to the side. Spacing's just a smidgen off right here. Could literally be a space holder, not quite sure. And then you have one of your features going front. So they go and they rotate that wrist around, which is nice. Then they go and we thread it through. Good choice. Ball change. Da, da, da. And I like this choice too, where they have the elbow and they're letting the body kind of move away from it to make this look more full than it actually is. So that's cool. We're taking it through. Doom, doom, doom. We drop it down. Very nice. The pull away is also very tasteful. And then we take it, present that arm forward. Looks very nice. Then from here, boom. We take the arm up nice and firm and tall. Then we rotate with the shoulders, which is nice. The look through very nice and clear. We love to see it. He takes it, boom, boom, boom. Nice with the head on that. Then right here, this was really nice where they go and they turn around the back, and whenever they jump, they do a nice crossover with the feet. That was so elegant. I wasn't surprised. Goodness, English. I wasn't expecting that, was my point. And that right there, it does feel like we were about to go into a really fast pas de bourrée sequence, or just, you know, just a footwork variant here. Very cool. Then he goes, da na 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 na, I'm assuming when the wind blows, right? And the rotation of the wrist, that subtlety that we were seeing in the beginning of each chorus, which was nice. And then the pulls, nice, noticing that he has his feature moment. They all pull towards him in a more unified vocal front, which is nice. And I love the kicks. Kick is a nice little pep in your steps, what I would call that. Super cute. Some of us have our little flicks. Does it remind you of Work by ATs? It does, but this one came out before. Not plagiarism, not what I'm saying. It's just nice to see an overlap, different genres, and how a move can really come across in a different way depending on context in which it was set up. It's cool. And there's your thread through, but they take it up and then they droop it down the side of the shoulder. Really nice. Then they expand it out to the side, which is nice too. Accent through, and just my guy over here, he's just so full every single time. So if anything, his performance quality is freaking dope in a live context. Goodness. And then he goes boom, boom, right on the bass. I can hear every single smidgen of it. Then they go boom, boom. Nice. Head is down, except for your feature. And then everybody's head slowly comes up. We're here for it. I like it. It was nice. It was dainty. It was what is it? Lived in. It kind of feels like that. Could be because of the types of relaxed fits that they have. It's on the color palette for me personally, and on the style sense of things. And the track just feels nice and pleasant to the ears. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you, Lonnie, for the request. I really enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to, of course, more requests from you and from Chris down the line. I know at some point we're going to have all of Astro looked at as a fun little broken apart longest marathon ever, but I am totally here for it. This was really enjoyable. Once again, my name is Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.